Is the Hasselblad 503cx worth it in 2025? Short answer is yes, it is. This camera was given to me by my uncle, and I previously had an RB67, which is a beast. I actually took, here's a few pictures from the RB67 right here. And I took this to Fall Creek Falls here in Tennessee. It basically broke my back. I probably only did maybe an hour hike or so, and I just couldn't take it anymore. It is a huge beast. However, the Hasselblad 503C can fit in one hand, is about half the weight. I did do a weight comparison, and with the 127 lens on the RB67, it's about 5.7 pounds, almost 6 pounds. And I believe this was about 3.4. I mean, it is a little bit more than half the weight, but still very, very much less. And that's with the 80mm that comes standard. I also have a 120 macro lens that my uncle gave me with this, which has been super awesome. I've been enjoying some more close-up photos, and it's also really great for portraiture. It's really cool. You can get a lot closer than you can with this. This one's about 3 feet, about an arm's length, about how far I am from the camera right now. This is a 28mm lens, so it's a lot wider, but that's about how close I can get with this 80mm. In some cases, not quite close enough, and when that happens, that 120 is super helpful because I can get about a foot closer, about 2 feet away. With it being a longer distance, it gets a lot more like a 1-to-1 ratio. Basically what you see in real life is how close you can get to it. It's been fantastic. I've shot about 5 rolls so far, 2 of black and white, 3 of color. I shot a roll of Porta 160. I shot 2 rolls of Kodak Gold and 2 rolls of Tri-x so far. First, I'll start with some of the still life and studio shots. I did use, in black and white, I believe I used just an umbrella. So I took some photos of this panda and a plant. My fiance is a drummer and is a big Ringo fan. She actually plays in a Beatles tribute. I also took some flower photos here. Fun fact, if you're in Nashville and you want to do a photo shoot, would love to get some more portraits on this Hasselblad. Feel free to shoot me a message. Maybe we can see if we can work something out. It would be super awesome to get some more photos on this of portraitures. That guy over there, right there. We're gonna try to photograph this guy. Just gotta get across this bridge and around the corner. So it's backlit. Also someone there. I've literally never seen anyone there. I don't know what's going on. Alright, I'm gonna head back to where I was, and we'll see if there's anything the other way. I don't know, there's a couple other spots I could try to shoot. I literally only have 1 frame left. But I hate to waste it when you only get 12, you know? So try to go the other way, see if there's something to take a picture of real quick, and then head home and try to develop. Thinking maybe this would be an interesting frame. Imagine it squared. I guess it'd be more like a little bit more cut in. You know, one of the things that I really love about the Hasselblad is the
12 shots. I'm a lot more careful with them. 36 millimeter, 35 millimeter, the 36 exposures, I tend to sort of blow through them a lot faster. Just want to get to the end of the roll so I can develop. Surprisingly, with the only the 12 shots, I tend to be a lot more careful with them. I think about what I want to shoot. So hopefully everything on this roll, well, at least like, you know, some of the frames. You're probably watching this right now and you know if the frames are good or not. But at least, you know, half the frames are good. It was definitely fun to shoot though. I'm excited to shoot a lot more. I'm going out to Blue Ridge Mountains in a few weeks for Thanksgiving with my family. So hopefully I'll get some good stuff on like Porta and maybe some gold. And yeah, even black and white.
So I'll start with the pros of it, and I'm basing this on the RB67 because that's the only other medium format camera that I have. They're both modular. You know, you can switch things out. One thing that like I do like the 6:7 ratio, but not enough to keep it, to be honest. I'm probably going to get rid of my RB67 since I have this. The 6.6 square, I feel like you either love it or hate it. There's no in between, and I love it. I love kind of the confines of it, and it's a whole new way of thinking versus like that 2:3 ratio or 4:3 or whatever other ratio you might use. The square format kind of makes your brain look at new ways to shoot some of these things, and I find it really interesting, and I just love the way that it looks and presents. The framing is super cool to me. I really enjoy that. So that's a pro for me. I think it could be a con for some people. As far as studio goes, with old cameras, sometimes shooting, you might have misfires. With my personal RB67 on the lenses that I have a 50 millimeter, and I also have the 127. And specifically on the 127, which is kind of the standard similar to this 80, it misfired a lot. And so I missed a lot of frames. And on 6.7, that's really frustrating. You know, you only get 10 shots on a roll, and if 2 or 3 of them aren't there, and you spent $20 on the roll, that's really frustrating. I haven't had one single misfire. Everything has been beautiful and perfect. The Hasselblad just feels so well put together. The Mamiya is probably a little bit older. It's probably from the 80s. This is from the 90s, late 80s, early 90s. It's been well taken care of by my uncle. He knows, you know, he's always been an appreciator of cameras, and he takes good care of his possessions. So this is in immaculate condition. The RB67 was my friend Johnny's backup camera when he was shooting film in the studio. So it wasn't even his main camera. It has a crack in the lens. Probably not tip-top shape, but it has been a great camera. I've enjoyed it. I think my time with it is probably done now that I have this Hasselblad, to be completely honest. And the weight of the RB67 versus this, that is a huge pro for me, is that this is almost half the weight. So I'm shooting up this shot of this old barn. I've probably taken it 30 times. I love coming out to this area, and you know, when the fall colors start popping, it looks a lot more beautiful. So I thought I would use my 503cx and take some photos around here. So I'm about to meter the scene here. I'm gonna shoot this photo.
deer. Can you see it? Wow, I wish I would have taken that picture when the deer was here. I wonder if I can get him in there. All right, I scared the deer off. I was gonna try to get a shot with them in there. That would have been way cooler. I think I took a pretty cool picture, kind of framing some of these in between that house. I've shot, and I think that tree is so interesting. I've shot this house dozens of times, hundreds of times, I don't know. It's on the cover of my album, Still Feeling the Pain. Shout out to another film photographer, Corey Jones, who shot that cover. I like to come out here because it gets more and more destroyed over the passing months and years, and I like to kind of document it and see what it looks like. So I might take a few more pictures here. It's always hard to get a new take on when you're trying to shoot something that you've shot a lot of times. So I don't know. I think I got a couple of shots that are different. So I just saw these chairs sitting here, kind of split in the sunlight, and it's already moved. There's a little bit, when I took the picture, there's a little bit more light on the edge of the chair right there, so things have already moved since I took the picture like 30 seconds ago, but you'll see the actual photo I took here.
Headed up to the Blue Ridge Mountains in a couple of weeks. I'll probably shoot another video. I'm trying to be more consistent. I know I only shoot a few a year. For those that don't know, I'm a musician. I work a full-time job. It's not as easy for me to put out these videos as some of these full-time YouTubers. But I'm going to Blue Ridge Mountains. I'm going to use this on probably some Kodak Gold. I got some Delta 100 and some Tri-x. Might buy a couple of other rolls just to try some different stuff out. But we'll be in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and I'm super excited to shoot some rolls at my aunt's cabin in the Lenoir Happy Valley area near Boone in North Carolina. And of course, along the way, we'll probably stop in Nashville and stuff like that. I was never excited about the RB7. I could see being in a studio and exclusively shooting it, that it would be a great camera for that. But being as I am a run and gun, it just wasn't something that I could really take with me everywhere. I really enjoy this Hasselblad. Oh, real quick, make sure you like and subscribe, share the video if you like it, and let people know, no pain, no gain.